definitely do think that there's outplay ability in that lane with the Lunox for Kabuki. But at this point, wait a second, yes, heal!
Oh! First blood, well played. Usually ONIC do this, but that was kind of like off-tempo. They went in, made TLID think there was no more engage, and then Kai jumps back into the minion wave.
And Keyboy kind of going for a bit of a bait here. What?
Yeah, good damage.
Fine.
Like they try to like bait them with low HP, knowing that there's an Angela Kalia. There's gonna be an insane, almost obscene amount of healing from ONIC, by the way. So small skirmishes, TLID cannot afford to get baited. They need to go for a proper Divine Judgment and commit properly, and then back away immediately once they know that their damage sources have expired. Remember, the Tsushin isn't a big damage dealer. We're looking more towards the Lunox and the Yi Sun-shin for that source of damage. And Joe has been great on the mechanics, but decision-making wise, we've seen some holes in his game, and Skylar just yoinks that gold away.
I mean, you were just talking about Joe as well, right? And Skylar does that. Tough start for TLID right now, but they are trying to put up a fight.
There's a hard guard though, so it's all good.
That's what we were talking about, right? The spam ability, the nature of the hard guard. Free turtle though for ONIC.
But there's no minions here. Let's see how they juggle the turret. Oh my lord, Skylar! I thought it was going to be him staying alive. At least they get the kill on him.
Yeah.
Oh, but the purple. Kai didn't use Red Tree. Gonna dive on Joe. Knows he has no Mountain Shocker. Goes in. Can he get the kill? Yes, he can with the help of the hard guard as well. Gets away from the Lantern Flare. And Keyboy walks up, has a Tsunami Slam, will decide to use it. Good Purify out. Keyboy's still there. Witty doesn't Divine Judgment him. Kabuki went for the ultimate. Oh no.
That's the chemistry, the miscommunication. ONIC though, dude, playing supremely confident. Kyrie immediately going for Joe there. That's the difference, man. You have to be able to read through and respect that the deeper factors. But looking at the talent prediction here by Gopay.
I'm sorry.
Two.
Wow.
Oh, one vote for Mr. Pulung.
Yeah, Papulung versus everyone. People in the chat were asking about my prediction, saying that I was crazy and subjective. But
Well,
like, guys, I don't think there's a different way to see this match. It's too hard. We're looking at it 3 minutes in already, and ONIC are getting away with everything. Buff steals, picks on the board. Finally, TLID gets one kill though, so
There's that.
there's that. But it's on Witty of all people.
Wow, what a reaction by Keyboy. Pops the Tsunami Slam before Divine Judgment. Now Lutfi in enemy jungle. Joel falling Star Moon, and he gets away with the Traceless.
Now speaking of Witty, by the way, immediately gets the pressure turned on him. 10 seconds to go here for the turtle. I don't see an angle for TLID to win this, man. They gotta wait for Kabuki. That's the real big factor. Joe and Kabuki needs to be able to farm up a storm, and they have to avoid a lot of the fights. But in the current meta, that's just not the way to go, and ONIC know it, and they're pushing the tempo.
Kabuki's not that far behind though, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what is he? Just a couple tens behind of the Beatrix of Skylar?
Yep, and he has the Bargain Hunter too, so he'll get the power spikes a lot faster compared to Skylar. But again, he needs at least 2 or 3 items before he becomes a real pick-up threat. A run. Already forced to use the lowest pathway.
Yeah, it's a slow game, but it's, oh man. Keyboy Tsunami Slam already now. Kyrie looking for the play as well. Mountain Shocker used up, but Kai has a billion dashes. Oh, gets the Thoros. Now it's going to be the Falling Star move, locking them down. Aran tied up by Sans. It's Kyrie thrown, but I think he gets the value out of this. No puncture, he's still A-OK, gets thrown back again. Finally, but whoa. All of them way too aggressive. ONIC. Finally, TLID get on the board though, right? They get one more on Sans.
There you go.
Boom.
One for 3 trade for TLID. A run for Sans, Kyrie, and Lutfi. That's value. That's huge value.
Really good value. Now that Witty has the fleeting time as well, fully expecting to be looking for a lot more of those plays. The question is, can the team capitalize at the same time? Kabuki is still only on the Blood Wings, prioritizing a bit more of that laning, that's a survivability. So not really a lot of pick-up threat just yet. The gold lead is still at about 1,000-something gold, but TLID gets this turret, gonna swing that a bit in their favor.
Oh my god, they get their first turret against ONIC in the season.
Amazing.
But that's true.
It is true. It's not what you said, it's like the way you said it.
Oh.
You know? Girl things.
The subtle details, yes. Well,
But it gets traded back here by ONIC, right? Skylar gonna be able to pick up a turret here in the top side of the map. Gold still shifting in favor of ONIC. Turtle up in 8. I think TLID might be looking for a setup here. Weedy's already ready. Flicker as well as Divine Judgment ready. But ONIC sniffed that out. They don't pick up the bait and they go directly for the objective.
little movement on the top side here for TLID. Perhaps trying to punish the Angela. That's an angle that a lot of teams have been going for, but look at Sans. Walks all the way back, knows there's no need right here. It's a free turtle for TLID, nothing in exchange for it. Despite the fact that they've had the healing reduction items completed here, components of the Dominance Ice, along with the glowing wand for Yehezkiel, TLID can't find the kind of fight that they want.
Yeah, not just yet. Wait for the power spike. Turret's gonna be able to be traded back for the turtle in the top side. Kabuki successful pushing.
Well, see what they want to do right here. It seems like both teams just waiting around each other. And technically, again, whenever TLID pulls the trigger, the hard guard is always gonna be there. So there's a layer of protection that TLID don't have when ONIC go for the Tsunami Slam. So they're literally fighting against odds right now. But maybe Yehezkiel can make something happen. He does have to Purify. Can be a bit more active in scouting out the members of ONIC here.
What's the angle for Yehezkiel in this game? How is he building?
Glowing Wand probably into a Clock of Destiny, or if he needs more damage, we've seen Wishing Lanterns built up by the Tushins as well, but there's not a lot of big tanky members available for ONIC, so he might just go with a bit more survivability, especially against Kyrie, who's been so actively diving towards the back. I feel like that's a fair option to go for as Weedy conceals.
Yeah, Keyboy's aware, I think. I think he's already spamming the ult in case someone flickers in. So no conceal.
Oh, dude.
Look P isn't even picked up.
Well,
Double stun. But actually cancels the pickup. Now there you go. Divine Judgment into the Lunox. Gonna be a kill, but Joe gets away with the Traceless. Keyboy looking for the play again. The hard guard was already hovered over. Yehezkiel with the Crimson Beacon, actually. That's a lot of damage, but it's a Menace Rage only. Keyboy with Flicker out. Boy, TLID with a win.
Yeah, able to bait in that resource by Keyboy. Keyboy unable to find something of value either. 1-0 trade in for TLID and perfect setup. They want to time this with the Lord.
Wait a second.
Suns can push on the bottom side, so it's not really a man advantage, but they're rushing it down pretty fast.
Yeah, dude, they have a Lunox. They can go for this first Lord. Tsunami Slam coming down as well. That's gonna be really taken out, but it's a good trade still. Glorious pathway to run away. And they disengage. Uh-oh. Kai's looking for more though. Joe traces away. Phantom Execution. Jumps in. Thornrose picks a double kill up. Sans with the hard guard. And now it's Skylar with a tier 2 in the mid lane.
Dude, the way ONIC just knows exactly, it seems like they have like hacks. They know exactly where Joe was and immediately just run straight towards him. And when you have that much mobility, it doesn't matter if you have a Traceless. It's not just one crowd control tool you're trying to avoid right now.
Look at damage. Good pickup there. Divine Judgment used up. Now Phantom Execution to the back line. It's going to be a Yehezkiel target as well. Thornrose and the puncture. Now it's Kabuki against Kai with the help of Sans, but Ludpi and Skylar will be able to back him up. It'll be a tier 1 down below falling for sure.
I can't believe Ludpi survived that as well.
I can't believe ONIC cut the Lord, by the way. They didn't just cut the wave on the bottom side there. They cut the Lord while taking a fight, and they still came out on top. And their gold lead wasn't even that crazy. If they're at a 6k, 8k gold lead, you know, I wouldn't be too surprised. They were at like 2k maybe, 2 or 3k gold lead, and they were boldly making moves like that, trying to show TLID who's boss.
Just like number 1, but in a different way. More to execution. Despite losing that Lord, TLID were unable to look for anything with it. I think the chemistry coming from ONIC right now is very apparent. TLID have not found a proper moment. I think maybe they're waiting for an over-committing or like an overconfident move by ONIC again, like we saw earlier on.
Could be. Right now I think I'm full.
Dash forward into Tsunami Slam. Aran still able to escape though. The Menace Rage not enough. Kyrie walks up, but he has to be careful. Widdy has Divine Judgment. Kabuki still saving the ultimate here. All right, ONIC respected.
But they steal the purple buff.
Still a win. Still, ID though, I gotta say, I'm quite impressed with Kabuki and how he's playing. We've seen what happens when the Lunox gets a bit too passive, doesn't really get a lot of moments available to him, but I thought Kabuki might perform the same way Erlan did just earlier on the Lunox, but he seems to be at least a bit more active. He has some presence here in this game, and his damage has to be respected, but a run. That was close.
This time no Revitalize, so a bit more killable, but I don't think Skylar has enough damage to actually get rid of Aran. It has to be somewhat squishy.
He's on 3 items, the Hunter Strike, BOD, and Malefic Gun, so the basic attack range for Skylar is a lot farther than maybe Team ID would expect. But I bet they've already taken note of that itemization. 10 seconds to go here. TLID, what's the move, man? ONIC got the Lord stolen from under their noses once. Won't allow it to happen again.
I wonder who Woody's gonna commit the Divine Judgment to.
Happy birthday, MLBB!
No, he doesn't go for it. Looks for a different opening. I think Angela Sans still up top, going for the push on the far lane.
Oof. It's a fleeting time completed for Keyboy as well. More aggression. Sans went straight for the glowing wand after the flash to the Oasis, by the way, so he is still severely reducing the healing potential for TLID. As Joe picks up the purple, the wave is set up. Again, conceal.
That's good Tsunami Slam, casting out Divine Judgment on the back line, targeted by Kai! Joe gets a Mountain Shocker, Witty is down, Kyrie's cutting him off. Aran next to the chopping block, that's a puncture over to Aran. Yehezkiel and Kabuki has to just watch as the horse dies a painful death. Kai jumps into the rose over to Joe now. Oh, that's a phantom execution over to Kabuki. And he gets away to Thornrose. Keyboy gets a Tsunami Slam into the Renner's Apathy. It's a tank up from Sans, and it's an all-out win for ONIC.
Kabuki's down. There's nothing that they can do here. If they were looking for maybe a cheeky steal, a cheeky burst coming for the Lord, that's not going to be possible anymore. Free Lord here, second of the game for ONIC, the Sky Kings. Beautiful re-engage coming from Keyboy. And what do you do, right? Because even if Woody wants to look for an opening like that, he's up against Keyboy with that type of reaction time and reaction speed to deny it away.
It's sort of a concern looking at the Kaja pick. Yes, you can suppress someone, but the Tsunami Slam is just so much more dynamic. Not to mention the other things that Keyboy can do on this Kalia. You saw the healing there. Come on. That is some obscene healing, dude. The passive of the Kalia, it scales with max HP as well. So Keyboy being ahead in levels, being 1,700 gold ahead over Witty. Dude, that means everyone else is reaping the benefits, getting that extra healing.
Man, Kyrie's 2,500 gold ahead. Lord marching in here in the bottom side. Look at that damage onto the tower. That's definitely going to fall now.
Kai just eats a Mounted Shocker. Oh, Skylar almost. Joe gets the Traceless out. Base turret in the mid lane taken down. They're looking to go for a second one in the bottom lane. It is in the far lane, so TLID are still okay. But the siege of ONIC with a Beatrix is very, very threatening.
And 2 attacks from the Bennett is enough to chunk Joe down. Oh, Tsunami Slam.
The Bennett's rage this time, almost able to take him down. Luke P gonna be stunned up. Judgment is well coming down, but it's gonna be Kyrie now jumping in with Phantom Execution. Aran taken out by Skylar. Mobilization, Kai with a jump back in. Thor Rose gonna be ready, gets the kill. Unlimited dashes for Kai. The base open, Skylar with the Renner. But ONIC will just go for turrets.
Yeah, no minions at this point. They're pushing in on the top side. The bottom lane is pushing, and Sans has been very, very careful that he always pushes that lane.
Keyboy with a jump again. Skylar going for the shots. Witty gun down, but Kai is the one who gets the kill. He's unstoppable. And so are ONIC. Under the turret, Skylar! Oh my lord, Yehezkiel got taken down in the fountain.
15 minutes and 21 seconds. 10,000 gold lead. The gap it's just a little too much, honestly.
Clean game from ONIC, dude. I was gonna say that despite how it looks, Kabuki actually has a decent amount of items. 1 item away from full build. As I was saying that, Keyboy says, it doesn't matter, dude. You ain't playing the game when I'm in the picture. Whew.
So, dinner?
Huh?
Dinner time?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Alter Ego and Evo's made it super long. We're gonna get a super quick break, it seems. But it's actually not that quick. I mean, 15 minutes, you know?
Yeah. There are some moves from Teal ID that seem to be... I mean, it was quite impressive right here. They countered the engage technically. They were able to find that moment.